I'm Sharon Barnes-Waters, and welcome to CityViews, the show about people, places, and things that make New York great. And speaking of making New York great, the Tribeca Film Festival is back in its 17th edition, running from April the 18th through the 29th. And 1010 Wins is proud to be an official partner of the Tribeca Film Festival this year. I want to welcome Loren Hammonds, the programmer for the Tribeca Film Festival, to CityViews. Welcome, Loren.
Thank you so much for having me, Sharon.
I'm so glad we're partnering with you this year. Two great institutions.
New York City institutions, absolutely.
We can't lose. We can't lose.
Yeah.
And before we get into the specifics of this year, please tell me at the core, what is the Tribeca Film Festival and how has it become this cultural institution over the years?
Well, I think it's best to start at the beginning and just remember that Tribeca was started in the wake of 9/11. Our founders, Jane Rosenthal and Robert De Niro, really wanted to create an experience to allow people to heal after that terrible day. And since then, it's really evolved into a celebration of storytelling. You know, obviously we still have film at the heart of the festival, but we've expanded
so much more.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting to us to kind of see how all of the boundaries have expanded and really be able to celebrate storytelling in all of its forms, whether it's TV or virtual reality or online work, etc.
And when you talk about the history, it really helped to revitalize the economy and the culture and the economics of Lower Manhattan. It really pumped money into Lower Manhattan and help rebuild our city.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
So.
I think economically and culturally.
And culturally, it really, it's like the place to go in April.
I sure hope so.
What makes it different from the other festivals? There are other festivals. What makes Tribeca a little different, you think?
Well, I think, you know, being in New York City and having such an amazing, culturally curious audience is what has us standing apart. You know, what I mentioned before about being able to kind of blur the boundaries of all of these different types of media, and also not just being an industry festival, but being a festival for everyone.
Right.
So it's
very diverse.
Yeah, it's very diverse, and it's a festival that represents industry, but also represents audience. So we have to be diverse in order to reflect the city that we're in every year.
And, and I know that expanding, you said at the heart is still film. You have 96 films from 103 filmmakers, and you chose from like over 8,700. How does that happen? How do you dwindle it down to 96?
We have an amazing team of screeners and programmers that work throughout the year, traveling the globe to find films and also pouring through the submissions that we get each year. So the submission numbers have been going up each year, which is a good thing for us. It's a lot of films to watch.
46% are directed by, I mean, just coming out of Women's History Month.
Yes.
46%.
Yes, this is something that we're really, really proud of this year. 46% of the feature films are directed by women. I think that this is, you know, it's definitely a record for us, and perhaps a record for most major market
leading the way
festivals.
Here, saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for us to have gender parity and equity in our filmmakers and in our festival. And, you know, it's something that was definitely in our minds as we were programming, but the films themselves really informed what the festival would be. And the fact that we have such a high percentage of female filmmakers also has kind of informed the stories that are being told as well.
And Loren, I was excited when I saw that you were bringing 3 classics back to the screen as they celebrate their anniversary.
Yes.
They are Schindler's List, Scarface, and In the Soup. And you guys say these are epic reunions not to be missed. Tell me about this. This is great.
Yes, this is something that, you know, we're quickly becoming known for. Our retrospectives are so much fun. You know, starting with Scarface.
Yes.
Scarface, we're celebrating with Brian De Palma, Al Pacino, and Michelle Pfeiffer at the Beacon. It's going to be a truly epic night where you see, you know, this amazing film and then have a conversation from the creators. We also have Schindler's List with Steven Spielberg, Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley. It's
because it's 25 years.
That's right.
It's 20, and it's amazing because just like a Roots, Schindler's List was one of those movies that really taught about the Holocaust.
Absolutely, and I think it's you know, Steven Spielberg is still making, he's still at the top of his game. And for him to go back and speak about the importance of this film is something that we're really excited about. And then we have In the Soup, which you mentioned. So In the Soup, that was important to us as well, to have to really represent independent cinema and celebrate an anniversary of an independent classic.
And how many years? That's 30?
This one is 30 years, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and we have Steve Buscemi coming for that, and Alexandra Rockwell, who's the director.
You're going to be laughing.
Yes, yes. And Sam Rockwell, who just won an Academy Award, so, you know, it's serendipitous.
Oh my, and how do you get these people to come back? They want to share? I mean, these are big names here for that reunion.
We are very lucky to be able to reach out to talent in this way and just have them understand that we're really celebrating their work. You know, as I said before, Tribeca is really about the storytellers, and that includes the talent in front of the camera, the talent behind the camera. So we love to just be able to invite them and participate in the festival each year.
And you have Tribeca Talks, which is the director series, storytellers, masterclass, the journey, and again, an array of people who are going to be speaking.
Yeah, it's really exciting. You know, our director series is always exciting to have directors of different films come and talk about their process, talk about their work. So we have Alexander Payne this year coming. Storytellers is among others. We also have a trio of amazing women, amazing female filmmakers in the director series. We have Laura Poitras, who's you know, an amazing documentarian. We have Nancy Myers, who is an amazing narrative filmmaker, and then we have Leslie Linker Glatter. I hope I did not butcher her name, but she's an amazing television director. So it's really great to have that trinity and showing women that are working in different facets of the industry. Then Storytellers is a lot of fun because that one really gives us a chance to expand and speak to people who are more multi-hyphenate. So this year we have John Legend, which we're super excited about. We have Jamie Foxx, we're really excited about him as well. It's going to be a really great...
And one of the founders is involved here too.
Yes, that's true.
He's being interviewed.
That's true. I think Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro are going to interview each other.
Oh, they're going to interview? Now that's going to be crazy.
No, it's amazing. I think that conversation should be great. They've worked together in the past, and you know, they obviously know each other well. So I think that kind of insightful conversation on stage is something that really can't be missed. It's not.
And The Journey is a new series.
The Journey is a new series, and that's something that we developed to really look at an overall career. So from the very beginning to now, and we're celebrating Sarah Jessica Parker with that this year. So
she's in New York now.
She is super New York. She also has an amazing film in the festival called Blue Night. But she's just done so many things in terms of producing, acting, and even more fashion. And it's really, she's had a remarkable career. So.
And this series really will help those who are up and coming, because the Tribeca has been a platform for a lot of people who are starting in the industry, who want to know about the industry on any side, before the camera, behind the camera, documentaries, films, everything. It's a great platform.
Yeah, I mean, we like to think of ourselves as a discovery festival. We have 46 first-time filmmakers in the feature program, which is also always exciting to us to bring these films from new voices and just kind of shepherd them along and see where they end up. You know, it's really exciting. We showed Damien Chazelle's first feature, Guy and Madeline on a Park Bench, and then you know, he went on to make Whiplash and La La Land. So we never know.
We knew you when.
Yeah, we never know.
Hello, come back. And you have Tribeca TV.
Yes, Tribeca TV is something that we actually have a standalone television festival in the fall as well, but for the Tribeca Film Festival, we have a full-fledged television program. We have some really fun pieces in there this year. We have one that I'm really excited about is Cobra Kai from YouTube Red, and this is the continuing adventures of Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio himself and William Zabka. Yes, as kind of, you know, now they're middle-aged and continuing their rivalry. That's exciting. We have a couple of feature films that are also great. Mr. Soll is one that I am really looking forward to. So Mr. Soll is a documentary by Melissa Hazlip and Sam Pollard that celebrates a show in the 60s that was a live variety show that was really the first opportunity for African-American performers to perform on television. Wow. Now this documentary will then be followed by a live performance where we're bringing the show back to life. So we have Lala Hathaway, we have Robert Glasper, The Last Poets. I mean, it's going to be fantastic.
I mean, and you do have musical performances that are besides this. You have actual musical performances.
Yeah, we have musical performances. We have a lot of special screenings. So that's another thing that Tribeca is known for, is really bringing the talent off the screen. So we do, of course, have Q&As after all of the screenings, but the live performances are just great. We have a fantastic documentary about Blue Note Records that's also followed by a live performance from some of the Blue Note label signees. So it's
And this, I know, is close to your heart. Tribeca Immersive Program.
Yes,
I know that's close, near and dear to your heart, because you actually go around all year long looking for, and I'm just going to quote this. I read that you said your curation this year was more serious, tackling real topics, experiences of other worlds, and timely cultural stories.
Yes, you know, it's interesting because having programmed VR for several years at this point, or VR and AR, it's all collapsing. It's, you know, a lot of people look at it as a way to go into other worlds that are fantasy, but a lot of the creators this year really looked inwards, and they looked at more real world issues and how to use this medium to talk about this. So we have some pieces like Courtney Cogburn's 1000 Cut Journey, which is basically an experiment in embodiment, where you can become a young African-American man from age 7, age 16, and again, age 28. Really remarkable. Asad Malik, who made Terminal 3, is using augmented reality to talk about xenophobia and the plight of the Muslim traveler, where you actually get to interrogate a hologram of a Muslim traveler. It's the work that people are doing is really,
blow your mind.
really remarkable. Yeah.
And you go around all year to different places, in and out of the country.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I travel the world for film and for immersive, and get an opportunity to see pieces and visit studios and see works in progress, just to see what we're really interested in curating for the year. And I'm super excited about this one.
And now, new online work that began 5 years ago. Tell me about that.
So new online work is a section that's that celebrates exactly what it says. People who are creating work that's meant to be consumed online, but we're giving them an opportunity to convene and see it on the big screen. 5 years ago, we had High Maintenance, which is was strictly a web series at that time. Since then, it's gone on to become a hit on HBO. We see this happening over and over again with people like Issa Rae and Insecure. So you never know, again, which of these creators may go on to be, a really popular filmmaker, television showrunner. It's really exciting. So we have some short form pieces in there. We have some longer form pieces. We have an amazing animated piece from Hulu called Pig the Dam Keeper. We have a really fun documentary hybrid, musical hybrid called Crime Cuts that's based on the music of Holy Ghost, which is a Brooklyn-based band. There's a lot of really exciting stuff in that program as well.
And I'm so glad when you talked about that it's expanded, because there is so much to see and so much to do at Tribeca.
Yes.
Where can we get tickets? Do we have a day pass for the entire event? How does this work?
The best thing for you to do is go on to tribecafilm.com. And you can definitely find out all of the information about ticketing, about badges, and about dates and schedule. And then also, I would recommend downloading the Tribeca app as well on any app store, because that one will help you to organize your time. As you said, there's so much stuff to go through. I think that it's important to, if you have the app, you have it all in your pocket, and you're able to really organize your experience, your Tribeca experience.
Because just even getting prepared to talk to you, I was like, oh my God, there's this, is this, is this. When I talk about this, there's just so much
I know,
that you guys bring.
Yeah, you know, we don't want to overwhelm, but we want to be sure to celebrate all of these different forms of media.
And I was glad to see that. I was glad to see that there is something for everyone. Whoever you are, whatever you are, whatever tickles your fancy.
It's kind of like New York City.
It's like New York. Tribeca is truly a New York institution. It represents us in our diversity, or one of our mayors called it a gorgeous mosaic.
Well, you know, that's wonderful. That's
who we are. And again, it's April the 18th through the 29th.
That's correct.
And again, speaking of cultural institutions, 1010 Wins and the Tribeca Film Festival have partnered again. We are one of your official media partners, and we're so glad we're able to do that this year because Tribeca is New York, 1010 Wins is New York, and we're glad to be partners, an official media partner with you this year. Thank you, Loren, for stopping by CityViews. We're going to check out some of these things. We tell New Yorkers, go on the website, check it out. There's something for everyone at Tribeca this year. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. See you at the festival.
See you.